So today's session is related with the perspective drawing. What you can understand about the perspective? You hear this word anytime, perspective. What is perspective? Point of view, good. और what is perspective? कभी सुना है वर्ड? क्या मतलब होता है इसका? इसका मतलब क्या होता है? हिंदी में आप इजीली समझ पाओ तो हिंदी में यू कैन डिस्क्राइब क्या होता है पर्सपेक्टिव. एग्जैक्टली हिंदी, उर्दू आई थिंक नजरिया, हिंदी में बोलते हैं दृष्टिकोण, राइट. उर्दू में बोलते हैं आई थिंक नजरिया. इट्स अ पर्सपेक्टिव, राइट. सो जनरली वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन में हम इस वर्ड को यूज करते हैं कि इन माय पर्सपेक्टिव यू आर अ हीरो, राइट. तो मेरे दृष्टिकोण से आप एक हीरो हैं, राइट. सो दिस इज द वे ऑफ पर्सपेक्टिव. एंड जो अभी आकर्ष ने बताया पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू फॉर एज एन आर्टिस्ट वी कैन से दैट कि पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू यानी मैं इस एंगल से आपको देख रहा हूं, हाउ यू लुक एंड हाउ द एनवायरनमेंट इज लुक. सपोज मैं किसी बॉटल को देख रहा हूं तो मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है, ठीक है, उससे मैं जो चीजें बनाऊंगा वो कैसा दिखेगा, राइट. दिस इज कॉल्ड द पर्सपेक्टिव, राइट. एंड फॉर पर्सपेक्टिव ड्राइंग we can easily communicate the perspective drawing is like when we create distance, duri, when we want to create distance, so we always use the technique of perspective drawing, right. So distance हमें कैसे पता चलता है, how we can feel the distance in a 2D drawing. distance कैसे पता चलता है, in a real life कैसे पता चलता है. रियल लाइफ की बात कर रहे हैं. so with the present part of time, how we can feel the distance, कैसे कैसे आपको पता चलता है कि यहाँ डिस्टेंस है किसी चीज में. of online students also can answer how we feel the distance in real life. जितना डिस्टेंस पे जाएगी चीजें उतना छोटा होता जाएगा. गुड. और भी कोई एग्जांपल, और कैसे में डिस्टेंस पता चलता है? उसका जो आइडिया है, क्या नाम, भार्गव, भार्गव ना. तो भार्गव ने जो बताया कि जो चीजें पास में होंगी वो बड़ी होंगी या छोटी होंगी. जो चीजें पास में होंगी, जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स पास में होंगे, नियर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट्स लुक्स लिटिल बिट लार्जर, और जो डिस्टेंस पे होगा इट लुक्स स्मॉलर, राइट. पहला एक तरीका, यानी जो भी शेप्स पास में होंगी वो बड़ी होंगी, जो डिस्टेंस पे शेप्स होंगी वो छोटी होती जाएंगी. फर्स्ट. सेकंड, और कौन से तरीके से हमें डिस्टेंस पता लगता है, हाउ कैन वी फील द डिस्टेंस. वन इज द साइज, सॉरी, जो दूर की चीजें होती है अगर मूव कर रहे हैं, दूर की चीजें स्लो मूव करेगी, पास की चीजें ज्यादा फास्ट मूव करेगी. नहीं, डिस्टेंस एक जगह खड़े हुए, वी आर स्टिल ऑन द सेम प्लेस, सो हाउ कैन वी फील द डिस्टेंस. एक तो होगा साइजेस से, यू कैन फील द डिस्टेंस विद द साइजेस की नियर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट लुक्स लार्जर, और डिस्टेंस पे जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स होंगे वो शॉर्ट होते जाएंगे, राइट. और कोई तरीका बताओ. Exactly, blur, right. So when we find out the colors, suppose there is a 10 buildings with the same color tone and same sizes, around 12 floor buildings in a sequence in a row. So nearby buildings in a same orange or red color looks brighter than the last one. If we compare it to the 10th buildings, तो 10 buildings का जो color tone होगा वो blurry होगा, dull होगा, जो पास में होगा वो brighter होगा. So we can feel it the same thing in a color combination when we are traveling in a road and there are the both sides are trees. So we can find out the first trees look much brighter and detailed. So we can easily find out the leaves and the difference and the color tones we can find out. But in the last around 500 meter or 600 meter, we can see the blurry tone of the trees or leaves. We cannot find out the details in it, right? Second thing, the distance we can find out with the colors. We can find out the distance with the sizes, and second one with the colors, right. Color अगर हम बना रहे हैं पेपर में तो हम क्या करेंगे, जो पास में चीजें होंगी वो ब्राइटर बनाएंगे और डिस्टेंस पे होगी वो कैसी हो जाएंगी, ब्लरी और डल कलर में यूज होती जाएंगी, राइट. क्योंकि हम फ्लैट सरफेस पे काम करेंगे. दूसरा हम क्या टेक्निक यूज करेंगे, जो चीजें पास में हम बना रहे होंगे वो बड़ी होंगी और डिस्टेंस पे होंगी तो वो साइज में छोटी होती जाएगी, राइट. सो हियर आर टू ऑप्शन. एनी अदर ऑप्शन? So there is two things we can explain with the perspective. One is the color and the second one is the sizes, right? Any other one? Anything else which can help to understand the distance? Just let me confirm quickly. Can we have, as a human, we have another thing to understand the distance in a real life, which will help us to understand the distance? Two example is given by, one is what's the name, Bhargav, and second one is Akash, right? So there is a third one. Anything else? Online students. Yes, Tanisha.
सर फोरशॉर्टनिंग मतलब जैसे कोई चीज दूर है तो उस जैसे वो दूर है तो उसकी डिस्टेंसेस कम होते जाएंगे
एग्जैक्ट
लाइक
तनिषा,
ट्रीज
सो
एंड लाइन्स से
सेम आंसर इज लाइक दैट कि जो पास में होगी वो चीजें बड़ी होंगी, जो डिस्टेंस पे बनेंगी वो छोटी होगी. सो इट्स रिलेटेड विद द साइजेस, राइट? जो डिस्टेंस पे
नहीं
बनेगा वो
सर
फुट शॉर्ट होगा.
सर जैसे ट्रीज लगे हुए हैं लाइन से जो आपके पास वाले ट्रीज है उन दोनों के बीच का डिस्टेंस इज वेरी ह्यूज देन द ट्रीज दैट आर फादर अवे
हाँ एग्जैक्टली, सो सेम थिंग इज रिलेटेड विद द साइजेस, राइट? जो स्टेप गैप होगा वो कम हो जाएगा, साइजेस होंगे वो कम हो जाएंगे. सो इट्स रिलेटेड विद द साइज, राइट? बट देयर इज another thing which will, we can find out the distance with the help of this important element. So there is two elements already shared with the guys, like distance and the color. Any other third one is available or not? We can feel the distance with the sound also. Sound is another perspective or another element of distance, feeling distance. Suppose we are sitting in a dark room and there is nothing we can see, but we can hear the sound. So someone is entering in the door and we can find out the footstep sound. So we can find out that he's coming closely or he's going far away, right? So that's the way sound will help you to understand the distance. Okay, so
यस
sound is
Yes,
the
sir.
third element, right? So when we see a movie or video, so we have to use all three elements, right? With the help of, as an artistic illusion, we can create the all three use for sharing distance. Like we can feel the sizes, we can feel the colors, and we can feel the sound also. So with the three combination, we can find out in the movies or videos, right? But for an illustration or graphic artist, we have only two options to create distance. Like we can create distances with the help of sizes and colors. So when we are a good painter or we want to paint something, we want to create a landscape, we want to create a distance in it. So we need to create the sizes and colors. So with the help of two elements, we can create distance. We can create illusions, right? Is it okay? So there is especially three elements for the distances, right? We can feel. So perspective, it means distance, right? So we want to create distance, so we need to create the elements. Uh, Suppose we are working with the 1 point perspective, and as you guys told me that with the help of distance, we find out the two important things. One is size, second one is color. So if we are placing the objects nearby, it looks larger than the distance one, right? So I have another question for you. Uh, is it visible, online students? Just let me confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So there is three balls I am placing, right? So just tell me which one is closer to us and which one creates distance. So there is a, I will mark the numbers 1, 2, and 3. So tell me exactly which number is closer than you. Which is closer? It creates perspective or not? Just let me confirm. Online students especially. Online students, reply me. Which ball is closer to us?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Number one.
Number 1 is closer. You can feel the distance.
Yes, sir.
You can feel. I mean, so
सर
exactly.
इतना पता नहीं लग रहा बट अगर ड्रॉ करोगे तो ये लग रहा है कि फर्स्ट वाला ज्यादा क्लोज है और थर्ड वाला ज्यादा दूर लग रहा है
Actually, uh, we can easily understand that there is only the difference in the sizes of the ball. There is no distance in it because all three balls is placed on the same baseline. So if I mark the baseline, this one is called the baseline. Again, is it visible? The baseline. So baseline is similar and there is no distance in it. All three balls in a different sizes on a same place, on a same road is here. Because we are working on a flat surface, it's a two-dimensional board. So if I want to create distance, so I need to shift the baseline. So I need to shift the baseline of every ball. Like we have to create another ball, should be here. The small one should be here. So it creates a different baselines. The baseline is like this. So the distance between like this. Is it visible? Now the
Yes,
baseline
sir.
is, and now we just create an illusion of distance. Right? So sizes is going to be different and it creates a distance like this. Is that okay? So when we plan to create distance, we want to show distance on a flat surface. So we need to create a different baselines for that. It's closer, so it looks larger, then more narrower than the smaller one in the last, right? And another ball, if I want to create, so I need to follow these instructions and I need to create a smaller one on a distance like this. And then another one should be like this, right? So in this way, we can create the illusion of distance in it. Is it okay? Online students, is it visible? So
Yes,
this is
sir.
the way
Yes,
we
sir.
can create the different kind of illusion to create distance in a flat surface. Okay, so now back to our topic of perspective drawing, right? So it's the 1 point perspective. 1 point, it means the vanishing point. Vanishing point, it means लाइंस जहां पे वैनिश हो रही हो. वैनिश इट मींस फिनिश होना, मर्ज होना, खत्म होना, राइट? सो इट कॉल्ड वैनिश, राइट? सो जस्ट सी 1 point perspective. So first of all, we want to discuss about the eye level. Eye level is the height of the eyes, right? हाइट किसका, यानी एक कैरेक्टर जो किसी चीज को देख रहा है, देयर इज अ आई लेवल, राइट? सो मेरा आई लेवल किधर है? आपके आई लेवल पे अभी. इफ आई एम सिटिंग इन फ्रंट यू, सो मेरा आई लेवल और आपका आई लेवल इक्वल है, राइट? आई कांट सी योर टॉप, बट अभी जब मैं खड़ा होता हूं, सो आई कैन सी योर टॉप बिकॉज मेरा आई लेवल आपके आई लेवल से ऊपर है, राइट? यू कांट सी माय टॉप क्योंकि आपका आई लेवल मेरे आई लेवल से नीचे है. इज इट क्लियर? So eye level we can establish with the horizontal line, which I mentioned it here. So always we need to focus on two important things for the perspective drawing of perspective drawings, especially two elements is there. One is eye level and second one is vanishing point. Just note down, these are the very important topics which you have to understand that. When you want to create perspective drawing, you need to understand about the two important things. One is vanishing point and the second one is called eye level. ये दोनों वर्ड हम बहुत बार यूज करेंगे पर्सपेक्टिव ड्राइंग जब भी हमें सीखना है. और पर्सपेक्टिव ड्राइंग के अंदर दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. टू इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट इज, वन इज आई लेवल एंड द सेकंड वन इज कॉल्ड वैनिशिंग पॉइंट, राइट? सो हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन इट ऑलवेज शोज और इंडिकेट आई लेवल, यानी अभी इससे नीचे की तरफ हम कुछ बनाएंगे तो वो हमारे आई लेवल से नीचे होगा, और अगर हम ऊपर की तरफ कुछ भी चीज बनाएंगे तो वो हमारे आई लेवल से ऊपर होगी. ओके, देन बिगिन विद द next point. This one is called vanishing point. So on eye level I just mark a point जहां पे सारी लाइन जाके मर्ज होंगी, वैनिश होंगी, फिनिश होंगी, खत्म होंगी, राइट? So just see in a drawing, this is called a vanishing point. On eye level we just create a single point with the dot, right? And you have to create whole line with the vanishing point. So just understand that. So I'm just using my scale and creating a box, right? So any size you can take. I'm just taking a 4 centimeter and then connect it with the sidelines. Is it visible?
Sir.
Yes. Yes, yes. This is called one point perspective. One point, it means we are using only one vanishing point, right? So that's why it's called one point perspective. One point perspective, we are only using single vanishing point here. Is it okay? That's why it's called one point perspective. And we are just creating a illusion of a house, and you can feel the distance in it. So you can find out the distance. This is the distance, right? Distance समझ आ रहा है आप लोगों को? Okay, so I am just stopping this video here because I just want to elaborate about the one point perspective in a bit details. So please share your mobile and camera also. So I will just want to anyone not pages लेके आना निशान और pencil लेके आना. So we are sharing you a live drawing session, so you guys can understand that what exactly one point and how can we use one point perspective with details. Right. So suppose we want to create something in a one point perspective. So this one is my eye level. Is it visible? This horizontal line is a symbol for eye level. It decides my eye level. Your height किधर होगा? Right. Same. I want to create a box first. So mid eye level it means object कहाँ होगा? बीच में होगा. आधा ऊपर, आधा नीचे. So it's called eye level कहाँ है? Mid में. So I can't see the top of the particular building or top. We can see the bus or we can see or a car, anything else. And there is vanishing point. Is it visible? Online students. Mirrors. हाँ on करके रखो. Is it okay? Is it visible? So want to create a bus. Right. So now everything is start with the one point perspective. There are vanishing point behind, right? So I want to create doors or windows. Suppose in the side of bus, we need to create the windows only. So I have to mark the distance. Everything I have to start with the one point perspective. So every line begin with the this point, right? So in this way we can create illusion. Is that okay? Right? This is the way we can create the sizes. सारी चीजें पॉइंट इस पॉइंट से मार्क होंगी हमारी, राइट? ये y लेवल मिड में. वी वांट टू शिफ्ट द i लेवल सम टाइम. वैनिशिंग पॉइंट क्या है? अभी अगेन i लेवल और we just create vanishing point. We want to create vanishing point, right? अगर मैं vanishing point यहाँ रखता हूँ तो अभी क्या चेंजेस होगी? What are the changes in it? कौन सा बॉल दिखाई देगा? Again, we need to create these distance and we have to mark from this side. Okay? जितना भी distance हमें mark करना है, we can cut this distance with the vertical line, and in this way we can create the different angle of the bus. Suppose in this side we have to create a door also, so we need to create the door. So we have to start marking the points from one point perspective. This is another example of one point perspective. We need to create the door, right? So we need to use the same, and we find out the same thing of the window. So we need to mark the height with this vanishing point. We need to create in this way, right? This is another, right? We just shift the vanishing point. Again, example of one point perspective. Now, this one is my eye level, right? And my vanishing point is here, right? And I am placing same door, bus, or house. Just placing it here. So, what would be the change now? Tell me. So, how can we create? What we have to do? We need to connect these two points with the vanishing point. So now we can cut out the distance, and now we can see the top of the building. Can we see the side walls? Because my vanishing point is my vision, where it goes to close, right? So मेरा vision कहाँ है यहाँ, right? यहाँ मैं देख रहा हूँ, right? और ये क्या है मेरा height है, यानी इस बस या घर या बिल्डिंग से मेरा height इतना ऊपर है, right? This is the way we can create a different angles of the vanishing point. Now, I have another same example of the tone, just creating the box. It's again a box, and just mark this box here, and I am at eye level, and vanishing point is here, right? Now, Ishan, it's your turn. You need to create and fill this drawing. क्या changes होंगे? इधर आ जाओ. कैसे कनेक्ट करेंगे इसको? वैनिशिंग पॉइंट में मार्क किया है, बॉक्स मैंने मार्क किया हुआ है. कैसे होगा? क्रिएट करना है शेल्टर. और क्या मार्क को कैसे होगा? और बाकी कहाँ कट होगा ये? दूसरा horizontally cut करेगा. Good. Okay. So in this way, we can understand that the because vanishing point is on the top, it's a low vanishing point. It's called low eye level. यानी मेरे eye level से नीचे की तरफ. It's called low eye level. This one is an example of mid eye level, right? Again, a low eye level, right? And same thing. How much?
सर स्क्रीन पे ठीक से डिस्प्ले नहीं हो रहा.
Vanishing point with the corners, so we can find out with 3 shapes, right? 1, 2 and 3 surface we can find out because मेरा eye level ऊपर है. 3 surface मुझे दिखेंगे जहाँ भी distance को कट कर देंगे, and I want to create a door of this side, so I need to use this vanishing point and I want to just cut it from here. So suppose this one is our house. Is it okay? So in this way we can shift the eye level and we can create a different perspective of the buildings or bus or anything. This box we can convert it into a bus, building or car or anything else, table, chair. We can make it different vision, different perspective with the help of vanishing points. So we can create with the imagination also, and it could be a perfect drawing and do some more and more practice with it. Right? So this is the technique you have to understand. One important thing is vanishing point, and second important thing is eye level. With the imagination you can create. क्योंकि जब भी हम पर्सपेक्टिव ड्राइंग को टेक्निक के साथ काम करेंगे ना, तो आपका ड्राइंग परफेक्ट बनेगा. हम इमेजिनेशन के साथ काम कर सकते हैं. तो सपोज देयर इज अ some more buildings, or we can want to create some different kinds of elements in the building or the trees or something. So there is a suppose we need to create a road or railway track. We want to add it. So again, everything would be start with the vanishing point, right? So distance पे ये area narrow होता जाएगा, and जो पास में आएगा वो क्या होता जाएगा? gap बड़ा होता जाएगा. यही हमारा कंसेप्ट था. तो उसी कंसेप्ट को हम फॉलो करेंगे. जो पास में होगा वो डार्क होगा और डिस्टेंस पे जो होगा वो डल होता जाएगा. तो हमारा पास के स्ट्रोक्स जो होंगे वो कैसे होंगे? डार्क होंगे, और डिस्टेंस पे जो जा रहे हैं वो लाइट होते जाएंगे. Right? So you want to place some another, suppose there is an light pole. So that's the way you need to understand the practice of sketching. When you want to make it lighter, so आपकी पेंसिल लाइट काम करे. जब आप डार्क करना चाहो तो डार्क करे. तो उसके लिए आपको प्रैक्टिस करना है. जैसे मेरे जितने स्ट्रोक्स हैं देखो एक ही पेंसिल से काम करो, लाइट और डार्क हो रहा है कभी मैं चाहता हूँ, तो आपको ना डार्केस्ट रूम कभी यूज नहीं करना, लाइटर टोन यूज करना है और लाइन को इतना सही से आपको प्रैक्टिस करना है कि अब लाइन शार्प और स्ट्रेट हो जाए। पहला पोल हमारा यहाँ है, फर्स्ट पोल इज हियर एंड आई वांट टू क्रिएट अनदर पोल after the so this one will help you understand yoga mirror. Next, is it okay? And I want to use wire, so I can use the wiring here. See the help of vanishing point. And this way we can create. Now last four. Is that okay? Suppose I want to create a road. Same vanishing point we can use. Is it okay? Is it visible online, students?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the way you can create or imagination drawing with the help of perspective drawing. It's just a one-point perspective. So you need to understand that how to shift the vanishing point and how you use different eye levels. We have three different eye levels. One is mid, second one is low eye level, and for the above eye level, we have to create the same thing in a different angle. So for the above eye level, we just flip it. Just flip it like this way. So suppose we have another box and we want to create Java eye level. So I just mentioned the vanish eye level here. And anyway, I just want to make vanishing point here. So just connect the three surfaces and then connect it. So this one is called above eye level. Right? Is that okay? So this one is above eye level. Right? So below eye level. And this one is mid eye level. And the whole drawing is just a 1 point, right? Because we are using only 1 point perspective. Is that okay? So this one is the example of 1 point perspective drawing, and you guys has to understand the importance of perspective drawing. I hope you understand that how to use vanishing point. Okay, finally, I'm sorry because I take some little bit distance right now. I'm back to my system. So I hope now my voice is clear. Is it audible right now?
Okay, sir. Yes, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So I will share you the both thing, but just click that image of this particular drawing and just share in our WhatsApp group. Okay. So guys, you need to do some more practice with the 1 point perspective. So you need to create some drawings. So you need this is an assignment. You have to submit it in the next session. So you need to create a bus with a bus stop. Is it okay, everyone? This one is your assignment. You need to create a 1 point perspective drawing. There is a bus with a bus stop. Is it okay? So you need to create this drawing in 1 point perspective. Okay. And you have to submit through iCloud, and you have to share the drive link also with me. So you can put your drawings in a folder, right? And I'm just marking it on iCloud also. So start working on it. Do some practice with the boxes. You all can take some example from the Matchbox. Use Matchbox for the vanishing point. Start working with this and try to understand how to convert it into a bus or bus stop. So we need a good observation of bus stop or bus, right? After then you can start working on, you can create a different eye level of the same drawings. So you need to convert it into a below eye level or above eye level, or you can place a bus or bus stop with a mid eye level, right? So you need to convert it in future, right? Any doubt you guys can ask me, or I have going to mark your assignment first. Then you just tell me that is it visible to who or not. So upload your assignments through iCloud. Okay, so I'm just creating assignments on iCloud. For the perspective drawing, guys, you need to buy a clutch pencil. Clutch pencil is a pointed pencil, and you need to use ruler. Okay, so that's the two important tool you guys have to use for creating perspective drawing, right? So always use clutch pencil. It's a pointed pencils and ruler. Always try to use ruler for creating lines. Final drawings should be a
Sir.
little bit darker, and the sketching lines and the pointing lines would be lighter. Okay.
Hello sir.
Yes.
सर A3 शीट पे करना है.
You can start doing practice on A4 size, and after that you want to submit your assignments, you need to create on A3 size paper.
Okay sir.
Okay, so final assignment should be on A3 size paper, and for practicing you guys can submit your on A4 size. Just do practice on A4 size, normal printing paper. Is it okay?
Yes sir.
Okay. Everyone, please check on iCloud. I updated your assignment, and you need to submit it in the next week. Next week is around on date is 15. Okay, so you need to submit till 15. There is two assignments. One is object drawing, so you can find out any objects from your surroundings, like you can pick out the shoes, soap, water bottle, anything else which you have. You want to create it with some creativity. You need to some draw with creativity, so you need to create with a different perspective of your objects, right? And the second one, you have to create with a 1 point perspective. You need to create a bus with a bus stop, right? So there is two drawings. I don't want any shades or shading in it. So just try to sketch it as soon as possible and quick sketches. So you can submit it 3 or 4 different angles drawing of single object. Like if you are creating a glass, so you need to create it 2 or 3 different angles of glass, right? If you are creating a shoes, so I want a 3 or 4 different angles of the shoes, right? I don't want shade or detailing in it, but I want some creative drawings. So do your hard effort in creating a different angles drawing, right? And for the bus and bus stop, you need to create in a 1 point perspective. Any eye level you can take it. It totally depends on you guys. So if you want to make it in a mid eye level, so you guys can start making in a mid eye level, or you want to take it as a below eye level, so you can place it in a below eye level. But from the above eye level, it looks a little bit odd, so you have to use it in a below or mid, anything you can take it. So is it visible? Just let me confirm that. Is it visible now on iCloud?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
same thing, I
It's
will
very
Yes
try
sir.
to upload every assignments through iCloud. Then you guys has to upload in iCloud, and the same thing you need to create in a folder also. So you need to drop it in your folder also, because it should be safe from your side.
yes, sir.
Okay. So till next week, you guys, anyhow, you have to complete your both assignments of foundation art. Any doubts, you can ask me anytime on my WhatsApp. You can send me a personal message, okay, with your drawings. But at least with your drawings, share your drawings with me first, then ask your question or queries, because only questions is not solvable. It's not possible for me to give a proper solution for the questions if you are not sharing your drawing. So at least if you want to ask anything, just share your drawing, then you have to ask anything. If you have any doubts or inquiries in a 1 point or 2 point perspective or object drawing, so just first share your drawing, then ask your questions. Okay, anyhow, you need to drop it your assignment in a next week. So till next week, you guys have to create 1 point perspective. But in between, if you want to ask anything, you can ask me in a film appreciation class also, in between the classes. But you need to complete your assignments till deadline anyhow, right? Is it okay? So just start doing practice with the 1 point perspective drawings. If you're feeling any doubts or queries, you can ask me here. And at 4 o'clock, I will mark your attendance. So be ready till 4 o'clock. You have a 10 minutes to start working and do some practice. Any doubts if you are facing, so just you can ask me.